All right, Mile, I need an intro for my video presentation. You got to give me one. All right, if this is what I think it is, we're in for a treat. So I think this is wild lettuce, and we could tell by looking at the underside, and if it has spikes along the rib down the middle of the leaf, and it has sap. So there's sap there, and that means this is wild lettuce, otherwise known as opium lettuce. All right, so this the sap that's inside of the leaves is called lacticum, and it has narcotic properties, and so that's why it's called. Geez, sorry about the wind, but that's why it's called opium lettuce, because it produces effects similar to opium. It's really bitter though and gross, so don't eat it unless you're like dying. Right. Oh, before I actually get to this one, I forgot to mention this is the wild lettuce. It's in the Asteraceae family, which is same as like all the daisies and stuff like that. But this is hedge mustard. It has little hairs on the stem, and it looks like this. This is it works well as like a throat decongestant. Really, if you're not eating it while it's young, it's kind of bad while it's young too, but I wouldn't recommend it, so I'm not trying that. Oh, that's also in the Brassicaceae family. It's a Brassica, which is a pretty huge plant family. I almost left without mentioning these, but this is blue mustard, and flowers look like this. If you crush them, they smell sort of like a really strong pungent radish smell. It just looks schizophrenic. This one's a good one. It's called Oxalis. It's in the family Oxalaceae, I believe, and it's what most people think of as clover. This isn't clover, but it's like the little heart-shaped leaves that you think of. But this has like a green apple lemony kind of taste. It's pretty good. I used to eat these a lot when I was little. This here is something in the willow family. I believe it's like Salicaceae or something like that. The family. The bark was traditionally used as a pain reliever, and both Tylenol and ibuprofen were both originally derived from the salicin, which is the pain relieving compound in the bark. It also tastes really bad, don't eat it. You guys know this one. I'm down under the bridge at Yanni now. Hopefully I don't get any tick bites, but I hope there's something good down here. Right, this one is probably the most easily recognizable of the list. It's dandelion. It's in the Asteraceae family, and something unique about the Asteraceae family is that these aren't actually flowers. It's a sort of compound flower. So this is hundreds of little flowers all in one. I forgot the actual name of the flower. The entire plant is edible, from the petals, even the seeds, and some roots. And the roots can be used as a sort of coffee substitute when dried and roasted. And it has a really bitter taste. I'm sure most people actually know that, but yeah, I broke the root. This here actually, it looks like a peach tree, which is really interesting. It's under the bridge here. We can break off a leaf and crush it. It's a little hairy, so it's probably a stone fruit, but it smells like peaches. And, when it has like a really strong cyanide smell when the leaves are crushed, that's how you can tell it's a stone fruit. And this actually smells pretty good. Cyanide smells like almonds, like really sweet. These little bush thingies are asparagus. There are berries on them, and so that means there's probably asparagus popping up somewhere over there. This is a dry asparagus. If you look at it, it kind of has the asparagus-like structure. Too mature to eat. All right, I actually found some asparagus over here by the water. You could tell it's asparagus because it looks like asparagus. I won't take this one. If there's a smaller one, I'll take it. So this should be good for eating, despite being, you know, taller than most of the other ones. But I'm taking this one home with me. A little field here of great mullein. These little seeds are actually used by certain Native American tribes, just ground up and thrown into the water. The seeds have some neurotoxin in them that will paralyze the fish and make them float to the top. It's actually very illegal to fish with these, but the leaves are really good medicinally. You can't really tell here because this is old and dried up. You can smoke it too if you wanted to, but smoking is bad, don't do it. It's not psychoactive, unlike the narcotic seeds. It was actually used to treat tuberculosis cough. They'd get the leaves and they'd smoke them. And since the smoke is so soothing, it was the only thing that could soothe a lot of people's coughs. So if you have a pretty bad cough, smoking is bad. Right here I found a beautiful mullein plant. The leaves are very fuzzy. I don't know if you can see the fuzz on them, but they're really soft. One name that some people have for them is cowboy toilet paper, just because it's like really soft. This plant here is hen's bit. You probably see it growing everywhere, but it has a square stem, which means it's in the Lamiaceae family, also the mint family. Right, what's up? Oh no, my asparagus! Covered. As I was saying, right, something cool about all the members of the Lamiaceae family is that if you can eat one part, you can eat all of them. Do not eat pennyroyal, especially if you're a pregnant woman, the baby will die. But I like the flowers on these. I used to eat them a lot when I was little. All right, this I believe is a mulberry tree. Something cool about these mulberry trees is that if you find the variety Morus alba, I believe, alba meaning white in Latin, they're a little psychoactive, so don't eat them. If you do eat them, you will probably spend a while in the bathroom, just as with a lot of plants you might find. I was about to leave this spot, but back here there's some false Solomon seal. It's sort of tasty. It's in the same family as asparagus, but it has these fragrant white flowers on it. And actually, while we're at it, there is juniper right here. If you mix these berries with some honey and brewer's yeast, it makes a very tasty mead, or so I've been told.